New Pfaff users always ask me, do I need to hold on to my threads when I start to sew? Maybe you've had to do this on machines in the past, but I'm going to show you why the Pfaff Quilt Ambition 630 sewing machine is going to allow you to not have to always do it, and why. So here is something that you're going to notice. As long as you start with fabric far enough in that your needle is going to start in the fabric when it begins, not in air, you're going to be fine. And the reason for it is when I sew, especially with this machine, because it has the thread snips, it has the needle up down feature, whether I push the button and bring the needle all the way up, lift the foot and pull it out, or if I use the scissor button and it cuts the thread, what it actually is doing is making sure that the last stitch I took brought the needle to the highest position. Right in here's the take-up lever, and I can even see it. It's at the top. So when I start again, I don't have to worry about that last stitch. It's been completed. Here's with the scissor button. So we're going to cut the thread, we're going to pull it out, we'll slide the fabric in, make sure it starts on fabric, first stitch in the fabric, not in air. You're seeing that I'm not holding on to the threads. So how and why does that make a difference? What I would love for you to do is not have to turn the hand wheel. So many of you who have had machines that are mechanical, that needle stops at any location. So then you come over here, turn the hand wheel, you bring your needle up, but you don't finish the stitch. The take-up lever is still down, like in this area. It's not at the top. So we pull that out, we cut the thread, and what it's going to do next is try to complete that last stitch. And this take-up lever coming up actually is pulling the thread backwards through the needle, and that's when it comes out of the needle when you start to sew, and that's when the habit of holding the threads when you begin started, is because people were actually not utilizing the machine all the way. Make sure that take-up lever, you can see the little reflection in there, comes to the highest position, then take it out. And I'll tell you, I was taught that at a very, very young age by my mom. And guess what? I didn't have to hold my threads when I started to sew. But now with the electronic parts of these machines, you're always letting the machine come up to the highest position. So the only time you'll see me touch and move the hand wheel is if I need to make sure that needle's going to come down in an exact position. Like I might bring it down and go, oh, yep, that's where I want it to start. Or, oops, nope, I need to be just slightly over to the side. Yep, that's where I need it to be. That's the only time I'm really ever turning this hand wheel, and I'm letting the machine do all the work for me because it finishes that stitch and makes it easy when I start again. If you want to master not holding on to your threads, check out our links below this YouTube video where we talk about stitching out all your decorative stitches, like making yourself a little stitch book. Now, you are not seeing double. Well, you are actually, because we took some of the decorative stitches and stitched them with a twin needle, so it gives it an entirely different look. These are some of the blocks from our Pfaff Stitching Cosmos online course where we teach you how to utilize all these great features. You see me using good sewing habits, and you hear me talk about them over and over and over as we explore every corner of your machine. So if you want to do a little homework for that class, you can check out how to make the ultimate stitch book. That's one of the 10 free lessons that you can watch for free. Check out the links below and start stitching out all those beautiful decorative stitches that are in this machine.